and welcome to Graphic Online News in Brief. In the headlines, traders at Makola Mall count their losses after massive fire outbreak. Government takes up 15 million Cedis surgery bill of conjoined twins. Ghana Health Service to test Achimota School day students after Delta strain COVID-19 outbreak in the school. And headless body of a man in mid-30s found at Feyaise. News in Brief is brought to you by...
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the news in brief. Fire on Monday destroyed hair accessories, cosmetics, and lace fabrics, running into several millions of Cedis at the second and third floors of the Makola Mall. Firefighters spent more than 4 hours to bring the raging fire under control at the 3-story shopping complex at Makola in the central business district of Accra.
The fire, according to eyewitnesses, began around 9 a.m. on Monday, July 5, in one of the shops and started spreading to other shops. According to them, they immediately called the fire service, whom they accused of delaying in responding to the distress call. Shop owners and shoppers alike expressed disappointment in the service, saying the fire station was just a few meters away from the scene of the fire. Officials, including the chief executive of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Mr. Mohammed Sowa, security personnel and NADMO, were at the scene to lend a hand. The public relations officer of the Ghana Fire Service, Mr. Ellis Robertson Oko, explains what happened and how the fire was brought under control.
We had a distress call around 9:10 in the morning, and we have been able to use about 9 of our tenders and 1 from the armed forces to be able to bring this fire under control. We cannot establish any now, but then we have been informed that almost every shop here has a generator, and some eyewitnesses around are saying that it started from a generator. But then we don't want to rely on that to do our investigations to establish the cause of the fire. So far, we don't have any casualties. All the hydrant that we have in the central business district does not have the pressure required for firefighting. So we have to rely on Circle and other adjoining communities. And it's quite far from here. So that is one challenge that we are having. As you can see, we have about 9 tenders here. The main challenge we are having is how to access the building. But now we have been able to do that. If you look up there, you can see some of the firemen attacking the fire from the seat of the fire, so we are on course.
In a related development, the chief executive of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Mr. Mohammed Sowa, has attributed the lack of access to water hydrants as the major setback in fighting the fire at the shopping complex.
After investigation, there will be an assessment of the building, and that will point to us what we should do. At the moment, we cannot as to what we should be doing.
Away from the fire outbreak, the government has taken up the cost of surgery to separate a conjoined twins at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. The Siamese twins are conjoined at the head, and the procedure to separate them would be the first of its kind in Ghana.
The Chief of Staff, Mrs. Akusia Fremol-Seopare, who announced this on Monday morning on behalf of President Akufo-Addo, indicated that the total cost of surgery is 50 million Ghana cedis. She said 12 million Ghana cedis of the total cost will be used to purchase equipment, and 3 million Ghana cedis will be the cost of consumables. She said President Akufo-Addo sees the surgery as a historic moment and an opportunity for medical skills transfer.
Still on health, the Ghana Health Service says it is gearing up to test all day students of Achimota School for COVID-19 following an outbreak in the school. It says that this will help identify students with the disease and to contain further community spread of the virus.
The Director General of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Patrick Kumar-Boaje, who was presenting an update on the COVID-19 situation at a press briefing in Accra on Sunday, July 4, said although not all cases of the outbreak at the school were caused by the Delta variant of COVID-19, a significant number were. He said they were disinfecting and strictly enforcing the safety protocols to contain the outbreak in the school.
Between the 14th and the 16th of June 2021, 3 students presented to the Achimota School sick bay with an influenza-like symptom like cough and fever, among others. All 3 were investigated for COVID-19 in line with the laid down protocols. The 3 positive prompting the activation of the Public Health Emergency Response Team of the Greater Accra region. All 3 students were isolated following existing protocols. Other symptomatic students, which are contacts, were identified and listed and also tested for COVID-19. We have intensified enforcement of the infection prevention and control practices on campus, and disinfection of all places of concern are being done. We've also had to do some strategic testing of all these students to identify and contain the community spread.
Now to a rather sad story. The Feyaise community of the Ashanti region in the afternoon of Sunday, July 4, 2021, were thrown into a state of shock when the headless body of a man believed to be in his mid-30s was found in front of an uncompleted building. Community members said it was the first time such an incident was being recorded in the area.
The man, who was later identified as Ijra Ejay Menu, was said to be a teacher at a private school at Atonso and a part-time online hailing cabbie. He was allegedly killed by some unknown assailant who requested for his services. His head was found some few meters away from the body with his mobile phone and wallet. A Toyota Vitz with registration number GE 317021, believed to be his, was also found at the crime scene. The body has since been deposited at the morgue of the St. Michael Hospital at Pramso.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at GraphicGH. I am Ama Amankwa Befi.
Subscribe now.